This is Crack Reloaded, the pre-workout coming out from Dark Labs, the flagship top-tier pre-workout coming out this year in 2022. This pre-workout is different than the previous cracks, from the Crack OG with 120 milligrams of DMAA and Nitro to the Crack Gold editions and the limited editions with DMHA and DMAA. This one is different. Dark Labs has spiced it up a little bit with 500 milligrams of caffeine and a whole bunch of other stimulants. However, can it live up to the hype? Can it live up to the Crack name? Is this worth snorting? And should you inject this? No, don't inject it. It's a pre-workout. You just take it in a scoop, in a cup. Anyway, this is supposed to be the most hyped up pre-workout coming out from the Polish company, Dark Labs. And of course, this was sent to me from them, to me, for me to try and review. It's been a month since I've been taking this, and boy, has it been a little bit of a journey. I'm gonna share with you my experience, but first I'm gonna cover all the ingredients, go over what each one does, and if you wanna skip to my experience, you'll find the timestamp in the video at the bottom or in the description. Just click on the timestamps there and you'll see it. So, this pre-workout has come a long way, from Poland all the way to Holland to Turkey, where I am now. So, there's no FDA here in this country. FDA proof bunker, right, TJ? It's mostly made out of nootropics, stimulants, some nitric oxide boosters in there, but no one's gonna buy this for the pumps. If you wanna get something for pumps, get something that's like a sole product, like Transparent Labs Pump or Transparent Labs Nitric Oxide. I have both right here actually. Or you can get Pump Serum from Huge Supplements. All the links you can find in the description below if you wanna get, where is it? Pump or nitric oxide. Both of these, one of them, you can take it with this or NitroPump. NitroPump, actually I've used this a couple times with Crack Reloaded. It's an amazing experience, by the way. I don't think you can get this in the States. I think this is mostly in the UK. But boy, it's a good pump supplement. Excuse me, and same with Pump Transparent Labs and the portable nitric oxide solution. Anyway, so first, the ingredients. If you want to skip to my experience, just go to the timestamp below and you'll find the section that says my experience or my review. The first ingredient is citrulline malate. This one is dosed as 6 grams. It's a little bit low, but it's like the minimum. Pure citrulline in here is like 3 grams probably, or 3 point something. With malate bonded to it, this one increases nitric oxide levels, it increases blood flow, gives you a nice vasodilation. So it'll help with endurance, performance, help you increase your workload capacity. And it works really well when it's combined with agmatine, which is also in here. Agmatine defends those nitric oxide levels. Agmatine will turn into arginine in your body. So when you consume agmatine along with citrulline, it's a 2-in-1 bang combination, 2-in-1 punch, whatever they call it. I don't know what the metaphor is now. But the pumps, again, you will not get this for the pumps. The only crack that gave me incredible pumps was the OG crack that had nitrates and DMAA, which is kind of weird. You wouldn't expect it from an OG, from a product that has DMAA, but this actually had amazing pumps. The nitrates in here really helped probably. And of course I've got the whole family here. I've also got Crack Gold, my baby. Crack Reloaded, back to it. Beta-alanine, if you like the tingles, you'll like beta-alanine. Beta-alanine is what gives you the tingles. It helps increase endurance by reducing the lactic acid buildup. There's a full 3.2 gram dose in here. If you're used to taking pre-workouts with beta-alanine, you'll likely not even feel it. You'll likely not even feel the tingles. And if you're not used to it, it'll take a few days, maybe a week or two, to get your body saturated with it. But once it's saturated with it, you won't feel the tingles. So if you hate it, if you hate the tingles, why would you hate it, right? But you'll get used to it. Not you'll get used to it. Your body will not give you the tingles after you're saturated with it. Anyway, the next ingredient is choline. Choline. Choline is a nootropic. It's popular among nootropic users for its mental enhancement and help increase the acetylcholine production in your mind, which leads to more of the mind to muscle connection. So when you have more of a production of acetylcholine, you'll have better focus, better mental performance, and it's considered to be like a learning neurotransmitter. So it'll really help. With your mental game in the gym, and some more after, because this lasts all day, the choline petride. And you'll find huperzine, which is also in here, which is like the agmatine and citrulline. Huperzine will defend those acetylcholine levels from decreasing, and it'll keep those levels up. So when you have that combination, you'll have focus all day for your workout and some more. So the next ingredient is lion's mane. Of course, everything here the doses are for 2 scoops, which is 1 serving. If you're a newbie, you shouldn't be taking this, but if you're assessing your tolerance, you should be taking 1 scoop or less, just in case you have like a panic attack from the alpha yo or something, which may cause some jitters and anxiety. So you might want to start with 1 scoop if you're not used to the crack pre-workouts. This is for the hardcore users, of course. I don't recommend it if you're a beginner. If you are a beginner, you shouldn't be on this video. You should be going to the beginner pre-workouts, which you'll find in the description below. I'll add that in there. So lion's mane extract, there's a gram of this in here. It'll help with energy and mental energy as well, physical and mental energy. There's not much research behind it, but from what people experience, it just helps with overall energy because it's full of vitamins and minerals. It's actually a mushroom, and the popular compounds in here are very unique. So lion's mane is like a multivitamin mushroom kind of thing. Alpha GPC, this is a premium form of choline. There's a full 600 milligrams of this, but it's the 50% form, so that means you're getting 300 milligrams, which is the full dose, which is what you need to use if you want to take full advantage of this nootropic popularity. Like, people commonly add this to huperzine to have like a synergy for acetylcholine. So this is actually a better form of choline, but there's also the regular form of choline in here. Holy crap, this was a long list of ingredients, right? There's a whole bunch of stimulants in here. There's a little bit of nitric oxide. There's a lot of nootropics and a couple of thermogenics. Altogether, makes for a very, very unique experience, unlike the previous crack pre-workouts. This, in my opinion, shouldn't be called crack reloaded. This should be a whole new pre-workout. There's no DMAA or DMHA in here, and the experience is completely different from their other pre-workouts. But let's get to my experience now. Now, this crack is different than any other crack version I've tried from Dark Labs. This provides quite a unique experience for me. I have taken this quite a few times now over the course of a month, a little bit less maybe, and I've taken it on an empty stomach, completely fasted state in the morning, and I've also taken a protein shake, waited like an hour, taken this, and went to the gym. The experience, though, okay, it's completely different. Like, there's nothing like this in the whole lineup of Dark Labs, because the aggression on here, the tunnel focus, mostly tunnel focus, like I am just zoned in the gym. Before I get there though, I'm anxious, I want to get up, my heart starts racing, and I think this is mostly because of the synfrin content in here. The synfrin is a fat burning ingredient that really gets the heart rate up, and this stimulant, when it's combined with other stimulants, it just creates a very anxious, jittery feeling. But once I get to the gym, the energy just peaks, and the anxious feeling goes away once I start lifting and warming up. So it's strange. Just before I go to the gym, I feel anxious. I want to go work out, and then when I go work out, the energy peaks. It stays at a higher level, and I can just sustain the energy for at least an hour and a half and some more. There's long after the workout, I don't feel a crash. Unlike when I take a DMAA or DMHA pre-workout, I usually feel like some sort of crash. But with this, I don't know if it's the nootropics that just helps sustain the focus and the energy, the mental energy throughout the day, or if it's the caffeine malate and the other stimulants all combined together. I don't know. But experience is just unique with this, with crack reloaded. So for pumps, like I said, no one's going to take this for pumps. Every crack has been mostly the same except for the original crack, which had nitrates in there, which of course really helps with pumps. But with this, I barely felt anything, but I could work my way to the pumps, of course, because the energy was so great, and that's what you'll probably experience too, is that you'll have like a lot of energy and mental focus, that you'll just be in the zone and you'll lift until you get the pump, which makes sense. But even though the citrulline isn't really dosed that high, the beta-alanine might play a role in the endurance. I could really push myself in the gym and just sustain a focus, a level of focus that was sustained, that was maintained throughout the workout. I would not look around when I was working out. I would just be in the zone, working, lifting my sets. It was amazing, but the focus was top tier. That was my favorite part of this, and the energy, which wasn't what I expected. I thought maybe this couldn't top the other crack pre-workouts like the Crack OG and the Gold Edition. The Gold Edition was especially strong for energy, but the OG Edition was great. But this version is different. It gets me anxious, energized, focused. and long after the workout, I'm still focused. I still have the energy to be productive. So it really is a productive pre-workout. I take, of course, a full serving, 2 scoops. I don't feel the tingles, but I'm used to taking pre-workouts with beta-alanine, so that could be it too. Should you be taking this? Should you stick to the old editions of crack? Well, the gold edition, I don't see that on sale, but if it is, I'm gonna post the links in the description below and you can find a source for crack. But the gold edition, I think that's discontinued now since I don't see it in stock anywhere. I might just have the last bottle, which was sent to me by Dark Labs. Thank you very much, by the way. I need to take out both. So here, I have the whole family of crack. I even have the Christmas edition of crack, but that's in a Ziploc bag in the freezer. This is still sealed as well. But crack reloaded is just a different experience. Once you take it, you'll have like a build-up of like anxious, jittery feeling of you need to get up and you need to go walk to the gym. And then by the time you get to the gym, or by the time I got to the gym, I started lifting and the anxious feeling went away, but the energy was just at its peak. And I would just have this feeling of high energy, high focus throughout the workout. And of course, there's no DMAA or DMHA in here. So, and usually with DMAA, there's some sort of like blood vasoconstriction going on. And thankfully there isn't any in here. So this could be a good way to take a break from those hard hitting stimulants. Maybe Dark Labs has sensed that over the years, people have been taking crack too much and they need to go to rehab. So they came out with Reloaded. Maybe they should call this crack rehab. Oh man, and the flavor, of course, if you guys care about the flavor, it's good. I have tangerine orange. It doesn't taste like anything I've tried in stores, like Kool-Aid or something, but it tastes like orange. The flavor is magnificent. You'll want to drink this at pool parties. You'll be drinking crack in a wine glass, and you'll just be chilling at the pool, drinking crack, and while everyone else is drinking wine. I don't know, I wouldn't be able to do that because I'd just be too anxious to be social. I would just want to go lift, do some push-ups, and get the energy, get the anxious feeling away. But I could definitely see this being a productive pre-workout, something you'll take before like a long day of productivity, a long day of work. Maybe you'll take like a scoop, which I did this morning. Today's my rest day, and I took some crack, reloaded, and I felt how I feel now, how I'm talking now. I'm just continuously talking. There's way too much talking probably coming from me. But good flavor, good art design. I like the art design of this. Dark Labs has no limits when it comes to formulas. And the same thing applies to their labels. They're creative. I like the way they're going. I thought this was going to be maybe okay, but I am surprised. It's actually very good. I think if I could place, like this is definitely a top 10 pre-workout, but which place in the top 10? I would say in the top 5, probably. It's a lot better, in my opinion, than Assassin V7, but it's very similar to Assassin V6. V6 had that anxious feeling, and this is what this reminds me of. So, should you get it? Yes. Use my discount code. Yes. Its discount code is FISFRIC. You can find all the links in the description below. Check out my other videos and get some crack. Get some crack going, man. This is definitely one I recommend. And thank you, Dark Labs, for sending this to me. Now, if there's anything I don't like about this, maybe it's the artificial flavors and the coloring, or maybe I'm just getting too old and I'm being too careful about my health. I don't know. But if I could change something, it would be just adding natural flavors and coloring. You don't need to have orange stained teeth, right? Thank you for watching.